Can I say that this is the type of guilty pleasure that my soul has been crying out for? Let's talk about this mess show. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for a brand new show called Daytime Divas on VH1. It's season 1, episode 1. And like I said, this is something my soul has actually been crying out for. Some foolish. This is the best line in the whole thing, where Vanessa Williams said, "What a shit show." Absolutely. If you are a person who liked Desperate Housewives, you would love this. It is just that. It is a shit show. It's a guilty pleasure. It's in the world of reality television. This is what I need, is some scripted foolishness. And they know they're being foolish. That's the part. It's not like my Tyler Perry shows where Tyler's thinking that he's being all serious and we're looking at him and laughing at him and not with him. It's just guilty pleasure, foolishness, scripted foolishness, and I loved it. So it basically is a twist on The View or The Real, either one. More so The View, though. It's a panel discussion. It's a daytime show, and they basically it's literally set up just like The View. The main character is played by Vanessa Williams, who I absolutely love. And her name is Maxine. She is, for lack of better words, a stinking bitch. Okay? And I love her. Sharp boobs. And she's just a mess. I mean, her first scene, she walks in, they had a suit there, real sharp. So she was saying, "Honey, I wore that in rotation last season. I will not be putting that on again. Take that, send it to the cleaners, and I'll give it to my house cleaning woman for her birthday." I said, "What kind of shit is that? Go give me some shit that you wore last season that you don't want for my birthday present." Mess. Anyway, so that's Maxine. Maxine has a son named Sean, who basically is a producer for the show. He basically runs behind his mother and does with his fine self and just whatever, keeps mama happy and keeps everything moving. One of the other girls, because there's 4 other girls on the panel, Nina, let's talk about her. Nina's background story: she is sleeping with Maxine's son, Sean. She's fucking around with him, and she's basically playing him. She wants Maxine. Maxine is the left seat. Okay? Like Whoopi. She's Whoopi's part. So Nina wants Maxine's seat, along with everybody else, but Nina's playing her hand, honey. She's fucking the son to try to get in. Okay? Then we have Heather. Heather is the spiritual one on the cast, and ain't that a blimp. Heather just happens to be face value. Okay? She's, praise the Lord, but then want to kind of make sure everything looks good on the outside. She actually has a little son that's gay. He's about 7, and he's gay, like clearly gay. And when the husband's not around, baby, they refer to him as Ella, and he'll tell you, "I'm Ella, honey," and he dresses up in little girl stuff. What kind of shit is that? And she's the spiritual one. So we seen all that, and the husband is not feeling it, and the husband is like, he is 7. And she said, "Why are you looking?" They went to like this something they went to, and they were on the red carpet, and the husband's face was all through. So why is your face sore? He said, "Well, I'm sitting here, and my 7-year-old son has panties on underneath his suit." And she told him, "Listen, We can't keep the secret forever, so you might as well get used to referring to him as Ella. I said, child, that's a fucking mess. So I said, okay, so they got a little up-and-coming transsexual on their hands. Next is Kibby. Kibby was, but she's really, really pretty. She was a child star. Raven. This Raven's character. She was a child star. She's now an on probation junkie lesbian from a broken home, honey. Her mother's blackmailing her. She's paying mom off to stay hidden. A mess. Whole mess. She is actually the only genuine one in the group. She genuinely loves Maxine and appreciates the chance that Maxine has given her to be on this show. And Maxine actually knows. Maxine is very, very wise. She knows it, and she tell you, that's my girl. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, but you know, Maxine is that type of bitch that'll run over whoever it is. But she's cool. She sees it, and she knows she's the one in her corner. Then we get to Mo. Mo is played by Tashina Arnold. You talking about hilarious? Hilarious. She ain't doing but playing herself. She is Tashina Arnold all day long. She wants that left seat. She's the comedian that's on there. You know, she actually does stand up and everything like that. She can't stand Maxine. She gives less than 2 fucks about Maxine, okay? She thinks Maxine is a bitch. She is ready to take her down at any moment, okay? Now, let's talk about with Mo. What's going on with Mo? Mo is actually screwing one of the little PAs. He's a little Hispanic, little, honey. He's sharp. But he done fell too far. And he was banging her out in the car at one point, honey, from the back. And he slipped up and told her he loved her. She gonna say, honey. Ain't none of that love stuff. This is cute. What we do, this is nice for lunch break out here in the car. You banging me in the car, talking about some love. Don't tell me that you love me, and don't slow down. Keep going, honey. Keep going. So they go through all that. She basically done hurt his feelings, and all this is in the first show. She done hurt his feelings, and he basically ends up blackmailing her because he wants to actually be a producer. He wants to be a producer, so he blackmails her. And so she's trying to move him along, but she's moving him along slowly, okay? Because, again, she's trying to get Maxine's seat. So let's get down to where the drama ensues. Maxine, you know, her claim to fame is that she is the age that she is. She's a woman of a certain age. She looks damn good. And that she has had no plastic surgery, no nips, no tucks, no nothing. And all of that is a bag of lies, okay? So she goes, she's having a procedure done. And they actually showed, like, one of their shows filming, and they all filmed in swimsuits, and it was a mess. Like, you could see all their dynamics and how they fight amongst each other. And her son has it down to a science. He's telling camera 1, do this, camera 2, do that, to make sure they're not catching the fight on camera, so it'd be seen because it's a live show. Fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. So he has it worked out. He knows what to do. So Maxine goes to actually have a little procedure done, okay? Before she had the procedure done, she swings past Kibby's probation officer's office, and the probation officer is being a bitch to her, really trying to make an example of her. And she basically blackmailed her, Maxine did, told her, you need to end her probation. Stop the bullshit. And then walks on out, and it worked. So that's that. So I told you, she knows Kibby's her girl. She took care of her. She goes on to her plastic surgeon, and she's getting just a little Restylane and a couple little things done. Nothing major. It was a Friday. They told her, you'll be ready. You'll be able to go back on air on Monday, no problem. Well, in the midst of the surgery, something happened, and she slipped into a coma. She was in this coma for like 2 days. They trying to figure out what they're going to do. Everybody, we go through the whole weekend with everybody faking their sympathy and their worries about Maxine, where they're really all just vying for this left chair. Well, at the end of it all, here comes the executive, sends an order down, basically letting them know that the left seat, he was going to give the left seat to Mo. The son was going to give the left seat to Mo, because Mo has the strongest personality. And remember, she's Maxine's arch nemesis, okay? But they said give the left seat, the powers that be said give the left seat to Nina. It was all a whole race thing, really. He used the urban word. You know, she may be, that Mo just might be a little bit too, urban. He will say, no, you did not just say that. Bitch, she's too ghetto. She's too goddamn ghetto. She had literally, before they actually had all that stuff go on Friday, she over-talked Maxine and made a joke about Maxine's vagina, and it actually went viral. So, it is always something with that damn Mo, because literally on Friday, I'm backtracking. I had to back up something. I'm moving too fast. Maxine tried to fire Mo, and Mo told her, you can't fire me, baby. I just went viral on the internet. And not only do I don't just work for the show anymore. Now I basically own the show, honey. So, they're back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, so we got Maxine laying up there. Baby, the show was just starting to air. This is how fierce that damn Mo is, honey. I like that Mo. When they went to go sit down, they actually told him, Nina, give Nina the left chair, this, that thing, and all that. So Nina was all happy. Well, when they went to sit down, Mo sat in the left chair and was like, girl, get on, bitch. And made her sit on the other side of the table. So the son is at the hospital. He's doing his job from the hospital, watching on the television. He's going on, baby, in the midst of all that, Maxine wakes up. Lord have mercy. And he's like telling her everything's fine. He's bringing her up to speed real quick. And she happened to look over the TV and she's like, what the fuck is going on? Why my show? How you having a show without me? Baby, when I tell you Maxine gave her son instructions, she sat in that bed, honey, and told him, tell the camera this, tell this one that. Send camera one over on Heather's this side, on her left side. He said, but Heather's left side is her bad side, her right side. She was carrying on. She was making him do all of this, and it was just a mess. The show was coming off as a complete and utter mess, okay? And that's when she lay back and said, they can't make it without me. What a shit show. Lay back in that bed, baby, and told him, she said, this is the plan. We're going to continue with everything, and I'm going to lay here, and the story is that I'm still in a coma. And I'm going to fix everything so they'll never question me again. This is my show, honey. I said, oh my God. So that's kind of where we broke out at with this first episode. I absolutely loved the show. And it was just that, a shit show. They could have actually called it that. The shit show, honey. It was funny as hell. And again, I really did enjoy it. It gave me everything that I thought. I've been really waiting on this and watching, the little previews and everything. I'm like, it's probably going to be a mess. It gave me everything I needed. I enjoyed myself. Those of you who have actually seen the show, leave me comments. Let me know what you thought of the show. Those of you, if I've said anything that sparks your ears, please take a look at the show and try to make sure we can keep it on. Because I'm telling you, I have not enjoyed myself with nothing this foolish since the Desperate Housewives, and I loved Desperate Housewives. They were a hot, shitty show, too. But anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.